Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I will present the result of my group discussion entitled Auxiliary Verb. The member myself Eliana, Salma Hanif, Faisal Sabani, dan Yarkasi. The meaning of auxiliary verb. What is the mean by auxiliary verb? Is a verb which help to connect two words in one sentence. Apart from connecting, the auxiliary verb also has another important function, which is to provide or change the meaning of the word in a sentence. In English, there are 4 types of the auxiliary verb. Next.
Verb. Auxiliary verb. Be, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Be itu berfungsi untuk membentuk present atau past continuous tense dan future continuous dengan tambahan modal verb will. Be dapat pula dikombinasikan dengan auxiliary verb have untuk membentuk present atau past perfect continuous tense dan future perfect continuous tense dengan tambahan modal verb will. Selain untuk membentuk perfect continuous tense, be dapat pula digunakan untuk membentuk passive construction. Example, I am Faisal. He is in the room. The party will be starting at his team tomorrow. You will have been sleeping long. Thanks. Next.
Number 2 is do. Do, does, and did. Do or does is used for present tense. Did is used for past tense. While done is used for past perfect tense. But do, does, and did more often appear in negative sentence. Do can also be used to form questions and clarify questions related to previous negative questions. Example, number 1, my sister loves cooking, so do I. Saudara perempuanku sangat suka memasak, begitu juga dengan aku. Number 2, she didn't come last night. Dia perempuan tidak datang tadi malam, pada masa lampau, tadi malam. Number 3, what does she want from you? Apa yang dia inginkan dari kamu?
Have has two main functions, namely 1 main verb and 2 auxiliary verb. Have memiliki dua fungsi. Yang pertama yaitu menjadi main verb atau kata kerja utama, dan auxiliary verb yaitu kata kerja bantu. Main verb biasanya digunakan dalam kalimat present tense dan simple present, sementara auxiliary verb biasanya digunakan dalam kalimat present perfect tense yang artinya telah atau sudah. Selanjutnya yaitu tentang masalah subjek. Subjek bisa merupakan benda mati ataupun benda hidup. Jumlahnya juga bisa satu ataupun lebih. Subjek yang merupakan benda mati ataupun hidup dengan jumlah satu, maka biasanya memakai kata has. Sedangkan subjek benda mati ataupun hidup yang jumlahnya lebih dari satu, dan biasanya memakai have. Dan subjek I itu sudah pasti memakai have. Dari sini bisa disimpulkan bahwa have merupakan subjek untuk plural. Misalnya I, you, they, we. Kemudian has untuk singular. Subjeknya yaitu he, she, it. Seperti contoh yang sudah tertulis di sini. Yang pertama main verb. I have a new laptop. Dan yang kedua yaitu she has a handsome husband. Seperti yang saya katakan tadi, bahwa main verb digunakan dalam kalimat present tense dan simple present. Dan contoh yang kedua yaitu auxiliary verb. I have bought a new house. Dan yang kedua, she has got a new baby. Dalam auxiliary verb di sini menyatakan bahwa yang telah dilakukan memiliki arti telah. Jadi dapat disimpulkan bahwa main verb biasanya digunakan dalam kalimat present tense atau simple present yang dalam arti sedang. Sedangkan auxiliary verb memiliki arti yang telah atau sudah dilakukan.
Modals. A word that is placed before the main verb. Main verb to modify the meaning of the main verb. Its function is to express willingness or ability, necessity, and possibility. Modals can called my, might, shall, should, must, and ought. 1. My and might can be used to express the possibility in the present and future. Might be formal than can, and might be more formal than could. Might is more tentative in nature. 2. Can and could. To state ability, the difference is being able to state that ability in the past. Can also be used permission is to do something. Must combine with a not to declare a prohibition. In addition, this modal verb can also express an obligation or necessity. Will and word. To express willness, willness can be expressed in type 1, conditional sentence or invitation. Shall, used to express simple future as well as will but only used in first person I and we. Ought to is used to express what is true or correct. Short, be to give suggestion or advice. An example of auxiliary verb modals. Can I borrow your car for the one night? You could run faster than me 2 years ago. Might I go home now? If I have cleaned the room, might I play with my friend? I will help you if you help yourself first. My father had a strong feeling that winter would be warm. We shall overcome it someday. You should see the doctor. You must not give up. Also wear high-quality running shoes. See, that's all for my group, more or less. Sorry. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.